All right, welcome back to the channel. Got a good one today. We have two new Surefires. So the Surefire EDC2-DFT versus the Surefire EDC1-DFT. Let's check them out. All right, bloody stoked that these guys are in front of me. Okay, so let's just put the batteries in. So the way you do that is just unscrew the head, okay? Now, what I'll just show you quickly on the head is, do I have a pen or something? Yeah, so here is an O-ring, yeah? But then underneath the O-ring is also like a rubber seal as well. So this thing's really sealed against water. And I noticed this on the EDC2, and then I checked on the EDC1 and it's also there. So it's like a rubber O-ring and then a rubber flat seal thing as well, which is really cool. That shows, you know, just attention to detail and typical Surefire. They want to obviously give us the best stuff. So this one here is a Surefire branded 18650 rechargeable and plug-in rechargeable with a micro USB. 3,500 milliamp hours, 3.6 volt battery, okay? Positive side to the head. Now that's the inside of the head there. Same with the EDC1. They're not your typical potting, but I do believe that the electronics are protected very, very well so that it can stand up with all sorts of different kind of recoil and things like that. So never fear if you're using this on a weapon. And then just close that off. All right, so same with the EDC1, you just open that up there, and if you can see here, the same thing there, you've got the O-ring and then that rubber seal underneath it. And this one's your 18350, 3.7 volts, 1,100 milliamp hours. So closing that off. All right, now you can take the tail caps off. You can't remove the battery by taking the tail cap off, but you can take the tail cap off and swap out tail caps and things like that. So there are different tail caps you can get. I wouldn't bother with that, as in like me personally, I'm not going to bother with that ever because these tail caps are super, super comfortable, and I love the raised button. It's just, you can hit it so easily. Okay, so what's the big difference between these two? I mean, apart from the obvious, you've got size, but what are the big differences? All right, so I'll throw it up on the screen now, but I'll just briefly go over it. So EDC1, 650 lumens on high, 25 lumens on low, 45 minutes runtime on high, 11 hours runtime on low, 95,000 Candela on high, 616 meters on high, the throw, right? That's using your 18350 battery. If you decide to use a CR123, you're going to get 350 lumens on high, 25 lumens on low, an hour runtime on high, 12 hours runtime on low, 55,000 Candela on high, and 469 meters of throw, okay? One of my most favorite things about these lights is that they're dual fuel. So you can use these with the rechargeable batteries, and then that runs out and you don't have any way to charge them. You've got a box of CR123s handy, you're good to go. The EDC2, 700 lumens on high, 25 lumens on low, 2.75 hours of runtime on high, 46.5 hours of runtime on low. 100,000 Candela on high, 632 meters of throw on high. With two CR123s, 600 lumens on high, 25 lumens on low, 2 hours runtime on high, 23 hours runtime on low, 90,000 Candela on high, 600 meters of throw on high. So those numbers are huge with the two CR123s as well. Basically the numbers with the two CR123s of the EDC2 are the numbers pretty much, actually they're actually better numbers, than the EDC1 with the 18350 rechargeable. The only difference is this has got 5,000 more Candela and 50 more lumens, but this has better runtime with two CR123s. So now the specs are out of the way. How about the feel? Okay, so now when this is new, by the way, I just got this. When I reviewed this alongside a couple of mod lights, I said that this was the most comfortable light I've felt in a long time, especially out of the two mod lights, because this little cutout here, the thinner body, is so comfortable to put your two main fingers here, and then your thumb falls on the the tail switch, and you're just laughing, right? It's so comfortable. Then I was introduced to the EDC2, and I got to tell you guys, this is more comfortable. Without a doubt, this is more comfortable. And the switch actually comes out a bit further so that your thumb falls on it even easier. 3 of your fingers go onto this thinner body area here, and your last finger just touches the end of the neck. And my goodness, is this a comfortable light to use? Like really, really comfortable to use. It's sensational. Now, they both are very comfortable, but in my opinion, holding them, the EDC2 is much more comfortable. But now another major difference. See here at the top, okay? So what are we noticing? Well, the EDC1 is going to be more deep carry in the pocket than the EDC2. The pocket clip comes up further on the tail cap. So you can see there, you do get some extra deep carry pocketing. Also, for some reason, the clip has a lanyard hole here. There's no lanyard hole in the EDC2. Now, that makes sense to me because the EDC2 is definitely pocketable, okay? I have pocketed it in jeans only yesterday. It's definitely pocketable. However, the EDC1 is much more preferable to be pocketed, in my opinion. It's just nicer to pocket. So, I mean, look, there's a quite a large difference between the size. In fact, let's go chuck this in between. So the EDC1, you've got just on 12 centimeters, maybe a bit less. And the EDC2, we're looking at just shy of 15 centimeters. So we've got a solid 3 centimeters difference in height between these two. The heads are identical, so the width and everything is identical. I believe the emitters are also identical. So I don't think there's a difference in emitters. I could be wrong, but check out that deep smooth reflector, guys. That's where you're getting your 100,000 and 95,000 Candela. So both very comfortable, although I think the EDC2 wins. Both very pocketable, although I think the EDC1 wins in that one. Both dual fuel. So I think we need to go check out the night shots and see which one does better. And I was actually surprised last night when I did the night shots because I'll let you guys be the judge of it, but there is not much in it on high. And in fact, on low, I believe that the EDC1 is kind of better. Remember, or not remember, but I'll just tell you, I am shooting these at night with the rechargeable provided batteries at full charge. So not CR123s. All right, let's go. All right, guys. The answer to the age-old question, does size matter? Boom. There's the 18350 EDC1-DFT. 18650 EDC2-DFT. EDC1, EDC2. 95,000 Candela, 100,000 Candela, 650 lumens, 700 lumens. Not much in it, is there? EDC2, EDC1. I think you can see the difference in clarity. Yeah, you definitely can see the difference in clarity with the EDC2. It is better, slightly, but that's the EDC1 there, and it's very, very cool. Like, that's the thing. There's not much difference in it. You know, so if you want a more pocketable thrower, go the EDC1, but just be aware that the run time is dramatically lower. 45 minutes on high as opposed to 2.7 hours on high. That's the difference. There's the low. It's not amazing at a distance, but closer it's pretty good. It's still okay at a distance, but not amazing. So this is still the EDC1, guys. And EDC2. Wow, the EDC2 low looks lower than the EDC1. That's the 1 there. That's the 2 there. 1, 2. Oh. Definitely, man, the EDC2 is lower than the EDC1. Holy macaroni and cheese. EDC1, EDC2, EDC1, EDC2. There's really not much in it, guys. You know, EDC2, EDC1, 2, 1, 2. By eye, I can definitely see more brightness in the 2 and the potential for longer throw. So just more clarity of hotspot at the distance I'm shining it at. But there's not much in it. So there's the 1 there. There's the 2. All right. See ya. All right, I told you it's hard, man. In terms of performance, I gotta say, it's really close. It's like sometimes you're like, oh, is the EDC1 doing better than the EDC2? And then after a while, you do kind of see, okay, the EDC2's definitely got it over it in terms of, you know, just brightness, clarity of hotspot at a distance and things like that. But I gotta say, the thing that really sells the EDC2 to me is that runtime, man. That's unheard of. 2.75 hours on high. Now, of course, it's going to have a dip in lumens and Candela and things like that, but you've got light for 2.75 hours using high mode, whereas you've got light here for, what was it, like 45 minutes or something? That's a huge difference. So that's what sells the EDC2 to me, hands down. Also, it's much more comfortable to hold. Not that this is uncomfortable, but I tell you what, this is very comfortable. But this one's more pocketable. So, you know, if I was going to take a light out for the day as an EDC, it would be the EDC1. Absolutely. You've still got phenomenal performance, you know, lumens and Candela and things like that. And you got low mode, which is great. But then if I wanted, you know, to see something at a distance for a period of time, it'd be the EDC2. So it's kind of like, what do I prefer? Now, I don't like sitting on the fence in my head-to-head videos, so I am just going to call it and say that if I had to choose, it would be the EDC2. The larger light in the pocket is not a deal breaker for me, and I'd much prefer the runtime over having a slightly more comfortable pocketing experience. So for me, it's the EDC2. They're both roughly the same price. I got these from Aquaterro, and Aquaterro is a fantastic company here in Melbourne that deals with a lot of like military gear and things like that. And I just hit them up and was like, hey guys, have you got these in stock? And I think they had this one in stock, but they didn't have this one, but they just ordered it from the States for me. So I paid around like $5.50 each for these lights, including shipping. That's Australian dollars, by the way. So they're not cheap, but they're really good. They're lifetime warranty lights. They're lifetime lights. So I'm happy I did it. All right, I think that's all for me today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Which one would you choose? All right. Until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.